Hello and welcome to another episode of the Executive Hub, the show that helps you grow your business with simple tips and strategies from successful entrepreneurs. This episode is brought to you by TriggerVox. Ever forget to follow up with a lead or a prospect in your sales or marketing pipeline? TriggerVox never does. It follows up, answers questions, and keeps the conversation going and books appointments for you automatically. It's like having a super smart assistant who never sleeps. If you want to see it in action, you can get a free trial at TriggerVox.ai. The website again is TriggerVox with a V.ai, and you can get a 14-day free trial and test it out. And I've seen on their site, yeah, you could get actually a preview of your own AI assistant within a matter of seconds, so you could see what your AI assistant could sound like on your website. My guest today is Purba Majumder. Let me add her to the show. Welcome, Purba.
Thank you.
Great to see you. Today we're talking about how to future-proof your business, and we're going to dive into that. Let me do the proper introduction for Purba, and we are going to dive into it. Purba Majumder is the president and co-founder of Cybervation, a high-growth tech and staffing company offering IT solutions, healthcare staffing, and innovating products like BistroUX, a platform that streamlines online ordering and customer engagement for restaurants. Through its healthcare arm, TrailBlazer Staffing Solutions, her company connects top-tier medical professionals with facilities nationwide. Purba is also the founder of Cool Tech Girls, a non-for-profit inspiring young girls to pursue STEM through hands-on learning and mentorship. Purba, how's your day so far?
Fantastic. Thank you so much for inviting me to your show. Really honored to be here and excited.
Great to have you. I look forward to this. How's your day so far?
Amazing. Yeah, it's every day is exciting for me.
Absolutely. And whereabouts are you?
We are in Columbus, Ohio. So we are actually in the suburb. It's Dublin, Ohio, very, very close to Columbus.
Beautiful. What's it like out there right now? Is it summer or winter or
It
what's it
is
like?
summer. It's summer.
Yeah.
It is, you know, today I think it's in the 90s. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's hot. So I'm up in Calgary, Canada, in Alberta, and it's been raining almost nonstop for the past couple of weeks.
Oh,
And it kind of cooled down for us. Usually July is pretty hot, but this year it's a little different. So
oh, yeah.
things change. You never know.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's dive into it. Purba, what is your story?
So I started my life in the for the first 15 years of my life. I was in the corporate world, corporate leadership roles, and then I joined my company, which I co-founded with my husband in 1998. So it was a consulting gig at that time, and then in 2010 I quit my corporate job and I joined my business, and ever since that time it has been fantastic. We have grown the business so much. It's just amazing to see where we are today from where we started. um, yeah, we have three divisions, as you already mentioned. Cybervation is the main division with that focuses on IT products as well as IT staffing, and then the TrailBlazer Staffing, which is the healthcare staffing. We do all kinds of allied and nurse staffing, and then the third division is the product division, which is the BistroUX one, which is
Beautiful.
the front platform. Yeah.
Fantastic. And what inspired you to start your company? Was there like a specific moment or idea that sparked it?
So I have always been in the field of technology. So I
Uh-huh.
started my life as a software developer and then moved through the ranks into like leadership roles and stuff like that. So I am very passionate about the software solutions, and both me and my husband also was an architect for the corporations that he worked for. So we thought that we could bridge a gap that we saw within the small to mid-sized companies where they didn't have wherewithal to build robust, scalable systems, and we thought that we could provide, those types of uh, build those types of systems for them, and then help them grow.
Beautiful, beautiful. And so, what do you guys do, and who do you serve?
So, as far as the client goes, it's really the different divisions focus on different types of clientele and the different types of audience. So, for example, for Cybervation, we actually work with the government. Local government, like we are in the state of Ohio, so we work a lot with the state of Ohio projects, or we partner with huge businesses, like the billion-dollar businesses who are like the primes. Here, we might subcontract with them. So we do subcontract for those types of businesses. Like we are a minority and women-owned business, so there are a lot of opportunities there. So we partner with large organizations who are looking for our staffing services or our software implementation services, that kind of services. But for Trailblazer, we work with hospitals all over the country, and they can also be like home health, or other types of organizations like surgery centers, rehab centers, can be those types of organizations too. And for Bistro, it's actually small to mid-size businesses, and they're mostly independent operators, like 1 to 25 location. They're the ones who can benefit most out of this product.
Beauty, beauty. And so you work with hospitals and in all of health related businesses.
Yeah.
Beauty. And so a LinkedIn user, which I can't see their name here, says, "Are you into government contracting?"
Yes.
You are. Okay.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
that mean you do contracts for the government of U.S. government?
We're not doing direct contracts with the U.S. government. We subcontract, but we do direct contracts with the state of Ohio. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic,
Hmm.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And then, so with these people that you work with, what problems do you solve for them, and how do you solve them?
Yes, we solve different problems for different types of audiences. So, as far as Cybervation goes, when we started the company, we were solving the problem that existed within the software development space. But as of 2016, our business focused on finding qualified candidates, really finding the right fit for the job. What I have found in my experience being from the software field is that a lot of companies, they provide the resources, or the but that person might not be the actual good qualified candidate, just because sometimes they don't know what the requirements are. But from our standpoint, since we ourselves develop software, that's not a problem. So I feel like we are able to find the right fit for our clients, which can sometimes be very, very specific. And then with hospitals, obviously we are always trying to find the best qualified, nurse or allied. And in that field also, there are a lot of compliance issues. There are a lot of regulations in place. We want to go by the books, and we want to make sure that we want to find the best qualified candidate for the job. So I would say that is our biggest focus. With Bistro, our focus is helping the restaurants increase their profitability. So that is really the main goal of Bistro, because there are many products in the market, but we that are competing with BistroUX. But for BistroUX, it's the main goal is just how we can help the small businesses increase their profit margin through commission-free online ordering.
Okay, and so out of all other three arms of your business, which one is the biggest?
I would say that the IT staffing and the healthcare staffing are the main division. So I would say they're like probably that part together would be like 75% of the business.
Okay, so the IT staffing and the healthcare staffing is 75%. Okay, so
Mhm.
staffing is your like, can I say it's your main business?
Yes, it's our bread and butter.
Okay,
Definitely.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us an example of a client you work with. What was their challenge and how did you help them?
Yeah, I'll give you an example with Bistro because Bistro is where you can see the impact much closely than any of the other ones. Where during COVID we already had Bistro. We launched it in 2018, but we were looking at how to provide the maximum benefit to the small businesses, how to increase their profitability. So at that time, there were a lot of third-party apps that the restaurant clients of ours. One particular one that comes to mind, they were using the third-party app and paying a lot of money in commission. So we were able to offer them the commission-free model that we offer. That has been extremely popular with most of our clients and saved them like 35% by offering not only online ordering but gift cards, coupons, loyalty programs, digital tools. So it is really to bring more efficiency through direct ordering. So most of the times, the restaurant might go through another third party, and that's the marketplace that the clients are coming through. But in our case, they would be coming through their own website. So it's the first party ordering. That's what we promote. And that's why they save money because they are not having to go through all those middlemen.
Oh, okay, so you send customers directly on their sites and they can order without giving like 30% to Skip the Dishes or Uber and all those guys?
Yeah, that's just an alternative for that. Yeah, in this case, instead of going to a DoorDash or Uber Eats, they would just come to our website and order, and we can also do delivery because we have integration with DoorDash. But we are able to save them a lot of money because we have a fixed price model, not a commission based model.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Mhm.
get them more business, you also save them on the costs as well compared to some of the competitors.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they don't pay anything unless we bring them business. There is a setup cost. We give them the tablet, their setup, and then as long as they have a Wi-Fi connection and the tablet all set up and the menu, we set up their menu. We can also build their website if they want to. They're good to go. And then if we bring them an order, that's the only time we have a pricing model for that, but we don't charge anything unless we bring them anything, and it's not a commission based model.
Love it. That's a good business model. So that I guess the restaurant customer is happy, and they
Yeah,
only pay when you get them business.
right. And the restaurant industry is the margins are very slim,
Yeah.
so every dime matters.
Oh my goodness, it's a tough industry to be
Yeah,
in.
it is.
My goodness, a lot of staff turnover, a lot of.
Hmm.
I see a lot of restaurants come and go.
Yeah,
Uh,
and especially now, you know yeah.
very interesting. Very interesting. So, how big is your team?
Which team?
Uh, let's say all of them together.
Around 50 or so, but it depends. Sometimes it's more, it can be 75, it can be 50 because it's contract staffing, so it goes up and down a lot. Right now I think it would be around 50 some.
Oh yeah, interesting. Good, good. And then in the staffing world, which is like your I guess bread and butter, um, what makes you guys different compared to the rest of the staffing companies?
I think that being small, we are very agile and we have a very good relationship with our clients. We provide extremely good customer support. To all of our clients. They are able to get a hold of us, because when they work with a lot of bigger clients, that's a challenge that they have shared, that we are not able to get through, and we cannot get a hold of somebody who can actually get the work done. But in our case, it's a very customized, like a tailored solution. So there is a lot more, I would say, in person kind of service that we provide. For our restaurant owners, they call us all the time, like with questions, even with questions not related to our product, because they know that they're going to be able to get a hold of somebody.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Even they call you even with questions with not related to your product.
Yeah, yeah.
This
Like,
is like business questions that we're like, I have this problem. How do I solve it?
no, it would be like, so we give them tablets and we also give them printers, but then they would be, probably might also have like DoorDash or something like that, and they cannot get somebody in DoorDash to help them, so they would ask us, can you hook this up for us, and that kind of thing.
Interesting. Okay. So other tech related questions that you guys do you then help them if it's
Yeah, we help them with what we can. We don't do like too much. We don't know their products, but we would tell them, like, why don't you try this, why don't you try that, kind of thing.
got it? Okay, fair enough. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Perma, give us some of the milestones that you guys have achieved along the way.
Yeah, so I would say when we started, it was mostly software development, and we built many custom solutions. We were mostly like a .NET technology platforms. That's what we focus on. We have our offshore team in India, where we have all the software developers, testers, and graphic designers, all of those people. Um, so up until 2016, it was mostly software development and some medical transcription work that we had done to support our business. So what happened in 2008 is, the transcription business made a big shift towards online, which is online platforms like electronic medical record platforms. So we had to pivot. So we, moved away from the transcription business, and we started building electronic medical record platform.
Oh yeah.
And then we also, well, we had started doing that. It wasn't in 2008. We had started doing that even before 2008. We were building it. Then from there onwards, in 2016, we had a client who wanted us to offer staffing solutions in addition to software solutions, because we had built a product for them and they wanted support. So that's how we got into IT staffing. And then we started delving deeper into like government contracts and things like that, and working with larger corporations to meet their staffing goals and staffing needs. Um, and we're very fortunate to be working with some big, like, these are billion-dollar companies who are doing work with the state of Ohio, and they, when they do the work here, they need a team to support them, and we would support them, sometimes, if even if they don't have an office here, we help them, like, build their first office, and then work on implementations, big implementations, like for the Department of Medicaid, or other Department of Health. So all of those departments, whenever they're doing an implementation of a software, we would partner with them, and we provide people that would do all different tasks, not only software development, but project management, call center people, whatever they need to find, we'll find them for them, and then those people will be on the project because they become the subject matter expert, so they'll be on the
So
project for a long time.
do you guys do the software development for them, or you find people that do?
We have done both. So in majority of the cases they might have an existing software, but that would need a lot of customization, so we would do the customization
Oh,
based
okay.
on, I mean, it would be a joint effort. They would have their own teams, we would have our team, like there might be 25, 30 people working on this team, and then we would develop the modifications. And then of course how the software life cycle goes, there's going to be different iterations, and they're going to be doing the modifications until they find the product that actually works for them.
Okay, fair enough. Good, good. What would you say have been some of the challenges you faced along the way while reaching those milestones?
I think the biggest challenge I can think of was when we actually moved from um, software to staffing. In 2019, we had a large contract, and we were trying to, um, find. We were trying to get started with the staffing division, and trying to hire a lot of people. And staffing, as you know, is a very cash flow heavy business. So in that during that time, we were trying to fund our business through by bank loans or whatever, but it was extremely hard. It was extremely hard to find a bank that would give us the loan, just because we did not have that kind of like experience in the past. Or it's just hard when you are a small business. A lot of times the big banks don't want to give you loans, so it was very challenging, but we made it work. We ultimately found a very small bank that relied on us and believed in our capabilities, and we were able to get the loan. So because a lot of times people end up using factoring services, and those are never good for your business.
Why is it not good?
Because you pay so much money you know
Oh, you pay 10-20% to
yeah,
factor your invoices,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So where's your profit margin if you're going to be giving that much money away?
10%. Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
So, oh, okay. Oh, just curious, what did you need the loan for?
Because you have to pay your people like every 2 weeks, but you don't get
Oh,
paid until like
okay.
45 days, or
That's right.
60 days, and that's a significant amount of money. Because if you have, so in our case, we had like 20, 25 people working on the project, and you just ramped up, and you are just finding all these people and ramping up. I mean, think about how much money you would have to shell out like every 2 weeks, because you're not going to be paid like anytime soon. So that's why you need the cash flow. Yeah.
Got it. No, that makes sense. Yeah. Sometimes
Mhm.
you have to have enough cash to carry the costs
Right.
until you
Yeah.
get paid. I mean, some businesses have like a 90-day payout
Oh,
or
yeah.
even more. And then a lot
Yeah.
of people go bankrupt because of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
So that one was a very challenging time, but we were able to overcome it, and now we don't have to worry about that part.
Interesting. What would you say is maybe holding you back or your business right now?
I think the labor market. I think that in our case, we actually don't have any dearth of opportunities. We really do. We're very fortunate to be in some of the industries where it's still, very much in demand, like healthcare, nurse staffing, allied health staffing. There is so much need, and the hospitals are still trying to find all these resources, nurses from everywhere, and so that there is a huge demand. But it's hard to find good people to because you can only grow if you have a good team, and it's very hard to find good people who believe in your um, dreams, and who believe in your mission, and who want to grow with your company. That is, I think, is the biggest challenge nowadays, because the
Absolutely.
younger generation, it's a different mindset, I find.
Yep. Dealing with the new generation is a different ball game
Mm-hmm.
for sure. They're different. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. How do you cope with the new generation?
We try to offer a lot of flexibility that the big corporations will not give. We are paying them more. We're giving them more flexibility, whatever we can to make it more attractive, because as a small business, it's actually extremely hard to compete with these large staffing companies or the large organizations that are trying to take the candidates away from you. So unless you are extremely competitive with your pay, and offer them all kinds of other benefits, then they're not going to come to you.
Very interesting. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
hard to find people, and then it's hard to keep them.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's
Hmm.
very it's a competitive market everywhere,
Hmm.
anywhere in the world. I mean,
Right.
um, yeah,
Hmm.
finding the right people. Oh, that's the toughest job for a business owner.
100%, 100%. And if
My
you
God,
don't have a good team, you're not going to be able to grow. So it
that's
is
right.
really the most important thing, in the business.
That's right. If you don't have a good team, you can't grow. Can you elaborate on that? That's I think that's a fundamental statement you made.
Hmm. Yes. I mean, as founders, we have a vision, we have a path to follow. But then we need people who are going to believe in that vision and follow the path that's being laid out. If they don't believe the path, then they're not going to follow the instructions, they're not going to follow through, there's not going to be good customer service. All of these things are so integral to the growth of the business, because
Absolutely.
I can get business development opportunities and I can get a good client, but if I'm not servicing the client well, then the client is not going to be with me. And who is going to service the client? It is the team that's going to service the client.
Right.
So if the team is not good, if the team doesn't know what to do, if the process is not there, if they don't provide superior customer service, then it's extremely hard to grow.
Absolutely. Yep. If the team is just not up to par, on par with what you're trying to do, and it's not the team is
Mhm.
not on par with your goals, they lack on different things like knowledge, expertise, customer service, you name it. It just won't work. It won't operate.
Mhm.
I mean, you're gonna work hard, but the team is not
Right.
operating. Then
Mhm.
good luck.
Right.
Interesting. Interesting. Um, what was the cause of you guys switching to staffing back in 2019? How did that happen?
2016. um that was because when we were in the custom solution development space, it is a great market, there are opportunities, but it is a lot of work. So we build the software, then we have to do a lot of modifications, and then we keep on growing until it's the right fit. So it is a lot of work, and also a lot of customer service that we have to provide once we build the solution, you know um, because it is a custom solution. It is not like a SaaS product that you have a fixed product, people are just using it as it is, like Bistro. It is a custom solution. So you have the requirements, you go through the entire life cycle, you develop the product, you do the testing, but that doesn't mean that it meets their requirements or needs. So there is, tweaking of the product. So it's a longer life cycle. And I think that, yeah, there can be like large projects where you make a lot of money, but again, it's just a one time kind of deal, because not every company is going to hire you to do their ongoing support work or ongoing upgrades. So that's why we wanted to have like a recurring revenue, and the talent acquisition space provided us with that opportunity.
Fair enough. That's awesome. That is awesome. Awesome. Um, Purba, who's had, say, a major influence on your business journey?
I think that it's my husband actually. He
Okay.
is also equally passionate, and um, we're a good combination because he's very what should I say, he's very persistent. Like he will not give up. For me, I mean, after a certain point I might say like, no, we're not going to do this because this is probably not going to pan out. But he is one person who is going to keep on going. He
We're
doesn't
gonna
want
make
to
it happen.
yeah, make it happen. So together we make a great team because there's so many things that I excel in, and then there are so many things. He's the software architect, so every software that we've built, it's architected by him.
Oh,
So built from scratch, every single one of them. Yes.
okay, cool.
So
That's
maybe
a good.
we make a
That's a
good.
good. Sorry, you were saying.
I said we make a good team. Yeah.
I love it. That's a good. That's a good attitude and mindset to have. Just make things happen, even if you think it's not going to happen. You're just like, nope, we have to make it happen. It's a good leadership. I guess skill to have or mindset.
Mindset. Yes, 100%.
Love it. Fantastic. So, do you consume content or try to read, or are you how do you consume content?
I think that I am most invested in reading articles rather than
Okay.
books.
Uh huh.
And I have different channels. Like I read Forbes, I read Inc. magazine articles. Those are the two main favorite ones. Also, some Harvard Business Review
Hmm.
articles. So one of the things I just naturally I like to dig deep, and I like to do my research on whatever the topic might be. It can be anything, but I just like to know it all. So when I am researching a topic, I would read up like anything that I can find, and
Okay.
then try to get my conclusions about anything, whether it be the business or operations or my personal thing. But I find that that really helps me because I like to see what other business owners in my position would have done, or what the industry is looking like what are the forecasts, what are the future trends, uh, because I want to make sure that we're relevant. There is a market for things. What we don't want to be caught off guard.
Oh yeah. Do you have any Do you have any favorite articles that you have read? Maybe one or two that you're like that actually you had like good impact on your business, or you learned something where you're like that was really useful.
I think that for me, mostly it is ink articles. Like to read a lot because I think the content is really good, and they have a lot of things that, especially in this economy that we are in, I think that things are changing so fast. So it is important for us to you know stay updated, and they do a fairly good job, I feel like, with all the updates and how things are going, what can we expect. I read a lot, from what the what the visionaries are saying in this particular climate, what we should be looking for. So those types of articles I read a lot.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
Fantastic. Love it. Purba, what's one advice that made a big impact on your life or business?
So my big thing is that we have to run the business with purpose, not perfection. And by that, I mean, like, we can get started with a purpose in mind. It doesn't need to be perfect the day we start, but we keep refining it. We keep refining it. We keep evolving it. until we get to the point where it's almost perfect.
So
That
the line was run the business by what
um,
again?
I would say by trying different things, not by having a perfect model. Because
By
what,
perfection. Okay.
yeah, by perfection. Because I said by purpose, not perfection. Because, you know, a lot of times, and this has happened because we were in software development, it, we found that a, a lot of times, even big corporations don't know what exactly is going to work. So we start working on something and then we keep evolving and evolving and evolving, and then it becomes the thing that they really want. So, and that's true in life and that's true in business.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Beauty. Purba, this has been a great conversation. Was there questions that I was supposed to ask and I didn't? Actually, there is one.
Okay.
Yeah, before we talked, you said you like to give back to society. Let's talk about that. How do you do that?
So I'm very much invested. I talk to you about the purpose. Like, I'm very passionate about giving back, and there is a gender gap in, in tech or in STEM, really, and the gender gap is is only widening. Actually, it's so we have to focus. And get more women, because I think diversity is important, and I think that, we have to have different viewpoints, and that's why we have to have more women in, when we are building products or we're solving problems. It's really important. And so back in 2013, I founded the nonprofit. It's called Cool Tech Girls, and it is to educate and empower young girls that are school age girls, like between the age of 8 and 18. And this nonprofit is still, doing actually making great strides. We have grown with the help of a lot of companies here as well as all over US. So there are some, companies who feel that this is important too. So like PPG Foundation, Amgen, and Cardinal Health, all these. So they're helping us reduce the gender gap. And we are offering programs to introduce these young girls into coding, into engineering, wearable technology. We have developed our own curriculum. It's called Techno Fashion. We offer workshops where they create like headbands and, t-shirts that light up, and that really sparks their interest. And we hope that they are also going to pursue a field in STEM and get into the workforce. So it's really trying to build the pipeline, the future pipeline.
Beauty. How do you see AI impacting people learning how to code now?
So that's actually a really good question. So I know that, there are a lot of articles I've read that, or a lot of the leaders these days saying that, future there won't be any entry level jobs, and, AI is going to take over, um, you know. But I feel like that AI can do a first draft, but it cannot create a perfect product as of now. Okay. So I think that even if we create the first draft with AI, we still need people to refine it to get to where it needs to be. As for
Mhm,
example, we use Claude to create the first version of the website. If you go to our TrailBlazer Staffing website, that's actually created by Claude.
mhm.
So, but we then had to tweak it, and we had to make it perfect. So that's what I mean by it. So I feel like, and even, like my daughter, she's a data scientist, so she was telling me about this as well. So they go out there and get code and they look at it, but it's not like that code works as it is. It has to be modified, and then perfected before it can be implemented. So that's why I feel like AI is for me, it's a wonderful virtual assistant. Like, I can get so many things done with so little time, which is great. I love it. And we've trained our AI platform so that it doesn't take as long, because we've already optimized it. So that's wonderful. But I don't think that it's a replacement, you know, for what a
Absolutely. Yeah,
human
I've
mind.
had that experience too, like where you create a draft, or even if you go further into development of software or code, you need to know what AI is doing, because sometimes AI does stupid things, and then if you don't know what you're doing, it could really like it will build things that it will code, but it won't work, and you
Right.
won't know. And then I've had it where I asked AI to fix a problem, and it just keeps running in circles, and it doesn't fix the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, oh,
Exactly.
that happens. Yeah, oh yeah, that happens a lot. Fantastic. This has been a great conversation. Purva, where can people reach out to you and learn more about you and what you do?
I think that LinkedIn is really the best way to reach out, and I'm reachable through LinkedIn, or they can even email me. If the email address is also available through LinkedIn, it's pmajumder at cybervationinc.com. Yeah.
Fantastic. So, gang, if you're watching or listening, if you need help with staffing, with tech in the health world, and or if you're running a restaurant and you need to reduce your costs and get some business, do reach out to Purba and have a conversation and see where things go. Maybe you guys could do some business together and help each other and go from there. Want to thank again to our sponsor, TriggerVox. If you're looking for a way to automate your intake calls or automate your follow up for your business, because I know 99% of businesses don't do well with follow up, and or they are too busy to answer the phone. TriggerVox helps you to streamline your incoming calls and have like a receptionist that is there 24/7, and or have a system that will take care of your follow-up 24/7 pretty much. So check out their website at TriggerVox AI or TriggerVox.ai to get a free trial and see how it works. Thank you for joining us. You've been watching and listening another episode of the Executive Hub Show. Yours truly, Mustafa Hosseini, and
Thank
my
you so
guest.
much. Thank you so much.
Thank
It's a
you.
pleasure. Yeah.
I really appreciate to have you on the show, and hope you guys have a great day. And we will see you on our next episode.
Thank you.